If you ever played a gacha game, you know for a fact that they never continue with the exact same rarities or path they have in the game, but they add new ones to them. So today we will discuss which unplayable path could become playable in Honkai Star Rail in the future, and I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact 3rd, and without any further ado, let's just get started. The playable paths that we have currently in Honkai Star Rail are the following: the path of destruction, the path of the hunt, the path of erudition, the path of harmony, the path of nihility, the path of preservation, and the path of abundance. The abilities of these paths are as follows. Destruction is a general DPS, which most of the time deal a big amount of damage at the cost of their HP, but sometimes it can be at the cost of skill points or the team's HP. The Hunt is a single target DPS which is specifically designed to destroy big boss fast. Erudition is an AoE DPS which is designed to deal big damage on multiple targets. The damage on each individual enemy is lower than the Hunt, but the overall damage is higher. Harmony is a utility support, which is designed to make specific characters with specific capabilities stronger. For example, Robin for follow-up attacks. Nihility is a debuffer which is designed to debuff the enemies, except when it comes to Acheron, who is designed to eradicate enemies. Preservation is a tank which is designed to protect the team and prevent the enemies from killing the allies. The Abundance is a healer, which is designed to heal the team and sometimes even remove debuffs or buff allies. However, the paths that we have in the story are many more. The paths that are in the story but aren't playable are the following: the path of Enigmata, the path of Equilibrium, the path of Remembrance, the path of the Order, the path of the Trailblaze, the path of Veracity, the path of Propagation, the path of Beauty, the path of Finality, the path of Permanence, and the path of Elation. So as you can see, we have 7 playable paths and 11 unplayable paths in Honkai Star Rail. Therefore, it would only make sense to start using some of the unplayable paths in the future to add even more variety to the game and keep it entertaining. For example, Honkai Impact 3rd started with only 3 types of battlesuits: Mecha type, Psychic type, and Bio type. However, later on it introduced a new type called Quantum, and after that it introduced another new type called Imaginary, and the latest type they added is Stardust. Back to Honkai Star Rail, I believe they are going to do the same to Path, where every year or 2 years they might introduce a new path. In my opinion, either during the 2nd anniversary or 1 or 2 patches before it, they should introduce a new path and then start buffing that path hard. Now, which path are they going to add to the game? I would like to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. In my opinion, they aren't going to release a path that doesn't have a living Aeon. Therefore, I don't think they would introduce the path of the Order, Permanence, Propagation, or Trailblaze, because the Aeons of these paths are all dead. So that leaves us with 7 different paths that can become playable in Honkai Star Rail in the future. Mainly, the path of Enigmata, the path of Equilibrium, the path of Remembrance, the path of Veracity, the path of Beauty, the path of Finality, and the path of Elation. Any of these 7 different paths can become playable at any point in the game. We are approaching the second anniversary, which means that we have been using the exact same path for nearly 2 years now. So I feel like it's about time we get a new path in the game with new abilities. In my opinion, the 3 candidates that has the highest chance of becoming a new playable path in Honkai Star Rail are Finality, Remembrance, and Elation. The reason for Finality is that the lore around the Aeon of Finality has been expanding. With characters like the Stellaron Hunters connected to this path, it feels poised for more importance in both story and gameplay. Additionally, the influence of the Path of Finality in shaping the overarching narrative suggests it could bring high stacks to mechanics to the game. The reason for Remembrance is that with the upcoming storyline involving Black Swan and the Eternal Land Amphorius, which revolves around memory and recollection, the Path of Remembrance seems like a strong candidate. Its thematic focus on memory aligns with the exploration-driven style of Honkai Star Rail. Last but not least, the reason for the Path of Elation is that this path gained prominence after Vita joined the Masked Fools in Honkai Impact 3rd. Its playful and chaotic theme could translate into fun and unique gameplay mechanics, making it a strong candidate for a celebratory update. But that's my opinion about it. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments section below. Which path do you think will become playable in Honkai Star Rail? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Impact 3rd and Honkai Star Rail. And until next time, see you as always in the next video.
Look upon the courtesan's extravagance, the mariner's intemperance. Listen to the infant in the mirror, the waves as they enter the dream, the tipping of the balance, the shapeless prince. And finally, measure the world against yourself and take all such things to heart. This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart once more. Machiavelli. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds.